Good day everyone, this is Armadani and welcome back to Subsistence Season 2 and we're on episode 51, the start of the second half of our first century. Now, we're waiting for a couple of things. Right, we were waiting for that, we were waiting for this. Decided I'm going to go and fill this hole in anyway. Now what we're not going to worry about waiting for is the revenge attack, because obviously it didn't come yesterday. And I think it was Ross that said in the comments that he's had that recently. That if you kill a fisherman, you don't always get a revenge. And I do seem to remember that as being something that has happened or has not happened, as the case may be. So, let's go with that. Let's assume that's what was happening. Now, we have rogues up here. So, we're going to see them. And then we're going to loot. And we're going to grab wood. I think that's pretty much what needs to happen. Ooh, so that's an interesting question, Annie. Where do you put your health kits? You're going to go and say hello, but you also need to... Oh, okay, so there's a wolf there, so we probably won't worry about wood yet. Let's worry about shooting things first. Oh, there you go, nice building crate, that's a good start. We'll take one of those. Maybe we'll come around this way, or actually, oh yeah, no, bears with me boxes. I don't like bears with me boxes. I like my boxes to be completely unadorned of bears. Wolves, lions, tigers, bears, oh my. Now, no, talk about stuck between a rock and a hard place. I don't want to trigger you, and I don't want to trigger you. I would quite like to get that box. Do you think that could be a thing? Can we do that? Can we do that? Never even knew I was there, look. Now what I am going to do is I'm actually going to run back out this way. Because we might swim around, because I need to... I said at the last episode that I needed to remember to look for pearls daily, so we could do that and come across the rogues from a little bit further down, depending on whether we see a morning fisherman again. You see their campfires in there, right? So it's going to depend on what animals are across the other side. You know what, it's a good job that swimming across the water does not interfere with your guns. Obviously, that's something in the long dark. If you go through water, you get wet, but therefore, you know, if you have a torch with you, you'll put the torch out, etc. So, you know, you have to take all these things into account. Let's pick some kelp up. As we go. Right, that's one pearl. That's a good start. So we will come around. Oh, and there's a bear on the end of that peninsula. That's a bit annoying, because that's where I wanted to approach from. Decisions. Let's just check this. No. Right, well, Mr. Wolf is moved back up there. So, what I do not want is I do not want an animal to get involved in my shootout. Unless, of course, the animal is helping. So, what do we think? What level, what sort of bear are you? Out, get out. Where are you? You are a double barrel shotgun bear. Okay, well, we might have to deal with you first, because you really are in the way. Oh gosh, my game stuttered then. That was quite nerve-wracking and not something that I wanted. Aha, nearly. Look, see? Stop, look and listen. I only have 2 bandages. How the bloomin' heck did that happen? Oh, that's not very good, is it? All of a sudden this isn't looking like such a good idea. Okay. Right, well, I've started, so I'll finish. Oh, my gun's still squeaking. Now, nobody else had that happen to them that commented. So, though somebody did suggest that maybe it was because I've changed my equalizer settings. Maybe it's just that you can hear that sound now. Oh, they're all coming at once and I have no cover. Hey! And why did that... Hang on a minute, guys. I should be with you in a minute. Oh, don't do that. I wonder if it is my equalizer settings. Hang on, something didn't reload there. Because that's just really, 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 really odd. Because if it was my equalizer settings, then it means that setting, that noise was always available, which means surely somebody else would have heard that on there. Oh, he's got his hand in the tree. On their game before. And to the best of my knowledge, nobody has. No, that one. Pick a weapon, any weapon. Yeah. Honestly, anyone else? Squeak? Just find that very off-putting. I can make another bandage now, which we will do. Well, I can make a couple actually. Medicinal. There you go. So let's make another one because they gave me some cloth, so that was nice. Going to see if they've made me any breakfast. Mind you, I've just eaten all the raw meat, haven't I? From my morning kill. There we go. Oh, burnt steak. Okay, fine. Right, so here we go. Now we've cleared out the neighbourhood. Let's grab ourselves a little bit of wood. They gave me one plank. And any wood? Oh, a couple of bits of wood. Okay, not a lot. Still, it's all contributions gratefully received for the repairs and the building up of the base. So that's fine. Now, at the end of the last episode, as I was waiting for the revenge that didn't happen, I asked a question to anyone that was still listening and that hadn't fast forwarded or zoomed out by that point. If there was anything that you guys wanted to ask me, you know, people say that they like the chat and they like the comments and the stories. So I just thought, was there anything in particular you wanted to hear? And I did get a couple of questions. So, John asked where, I thought there was a lock crate there for a minute. John asked where I had travelled and what my favourite place is. I haven't been to many other countries, unfortunately. It's not been something that I've been financially able to do. Oh no, there's the lockbox. And of course we don't have a lockpick. Hang on. Chicken, can we take you? Yes, we can. Oh, and there was a rabbit somewhere as well, I think I've just lost. Oh, and a bear, we don't want you. I won't get sidetracked. Oh, it's unlike me, isn't it? Can I get this box without climbing claws? I don't really want to faff around. I know you can get up on here. I never remember where from. Is it this side? No. I'm not going to bother. Anyway, where have I been to? So, France. I have been to Spain. I have been to Israel. I have been to Egypt. And Italy. So, I think in terms of the experience and the sheer, I don't know, Israel was right up there. I think the landscape of Egypt, the bit that I visited, which was Sinai, I think that was meaningful to me. Okay. So I'm a Christian. I don't hide that. No need to. So obviously there was some significance to me to actually being in the area where the words of the Bible I read were written. So that's, there was that. But actually the place that I think I've fallen in love with was Italy. My husband and I went there 5 years ago for our 25th wedding anniversary. We were blessed to stay in southern Italy for 2 weeks and absolutely fell in love with the place. So much so we brought the coffee home from there. We brought the Kimbo coffee home, and don't really drink any other coffee now at all, if I have any choice, than that Napoleon coffee. And I thought that on the hills, sorry, something's rendering in it like a person. The way of eating, the way of taking the most basic, humble, staple ingredients and making some of the world's best food out of them. The cucina povera. Sorry, I'm now hearing footsteps. I wanted you, Bunny, but I don't want you if you're going to go and talk to that wolf. That made a profound impact on us and impacted on the way that we set up and ran our charity and our community cafe. So it had a huge impact on my life. So yeah, Italy, definitely. And if we can find a way, we are actually booked to go back this year in September for our 30th wedding anniversary. So yeah, southern Italy, definitely favourite place. Oh, it's all about boxes on hillsides today, apparently. Can we get you from the top without falling off, do we think, or is this a leg breaker? No, that should be alright, depending on what comes along. Don't want to have to jump off here to avoid a wolf or something. No? Fine. Thank you very much. Do that. Okay. So, what else? So, I think Mr. Universe was asking, although I'd spent a lot of time in musical theatre, is that because you think, I should try not to think about why. Okay, I know, because I break into song a lot. I know. No, actually. I mean, as a child, I was in the school choir. I think I've said before, my choir master was always annoyed at me for the fact that I always wanted to sing unauthorised versions of Christmas carols. Oh, hi! You, my friend, were taking advantage of the fact that I was talking, because you should not have been a 2 shotgun shell animal. Okay? Let me down there, mate, you did. Let's eat some strawberries, as I don't have a fridge to keep them in. So no, I haven't. In the choir, as a child, I suppose I grew up in a musical household, not because they played music. Played music. I haven't reloaded my shotgun. Hang on. No, I haven't reloaded that. Hang on. Oh, okay. Sorry. You really shouldn't talk and try to shoot things at the same time. Yeah, but we always have music on. Oh, am I going to pop? I am. Oh. What are we going to pop with? Sinew. We don't want to lose 4 sinew. Right, we're full, guys. So we might go back. We are going to make 2 of you. I'll do with this crate though. But not that much. You're going to pop? Oh no, you're not. Oh yeah, because I just made medicinal. Words. I made things, stuff. Oh, go away, Squeaky. Oh, now I've got you, Friend in Me from Toy Story stuck in my head now. I'm talking about that. Focus, household, musical instrument, or listening to music. So I grew up listening to music, and my mum, who had a lovely voice, would always sing along. So that probably has got something to do with it. I mean, I played the clarinet and the guitar, though I never had the opportunity to take any of those to any huge lengths, unfortunately, but I did enjoy playing them. I'd love to have carried on. My secret desire to have been a jazz musician with my clarinet, I'm afraid. My father's influence. I should look for fishermen first. A bit late now. But I do want pearls, because I do have them. So we can get that without popping. And I'll wash my hands. And I've cooled down. So those are all good things to do. Don't think there were any roads out here, so it's just as long as I don't come across any fishermen. So yeah, I think as an adult, I spent time in my church worship group, so I have sung in that way, but my breaking out into song really just comes from the rich musical history that I have from my upbringing. So we always had the radio on, always had music on. Between the two of them, my parents' tastes covered everything from classic through jazz, rock and roll, even some country. There's even a small amount of country and western that I have an appreciation of, much to my husband's horror. So yeah, I think that's just it. Mum was always singing around the house, and I guess therefore that subconsciously was my background growing up. So I have a lot of songs in my head. Yes, I don't appear to be the sort of person that can remember facts and figures, so I did quite well in all my school exams, I've got to be honest. I came up with reasonable qualifications, but the problem is I was never going to be brilliant, because I can't remember facts and figures. So I remember things, I remember processes and general information, but facts, figures, I couldn't give you the name, the date, the time, the place. I could tell you what happened. Oh God, that made me jump. What's that? Oh, and I can't pick up that either. So what are we full on now? I don't really want to get rid of any of this. I'll tell you what, I can cut you into halves, because of course I don't have the aforementioned fridge. And what were you? Blueberries. Okay, so it's my fruit I'm popping. I have blueberry now. So I think therefore it interests me the fact that I can remember. Did I have them? Yes. That I can remember lyrics, song lyrics and quotes from movies. But I can remember facts and figures. Never mind. It's what makes me who I am. And I think the only other question that would come in at the point when I'm recording this episode is a really difficult one to answer. What brings me the greatest joy? Because joy is a very interesting word. There is joy in different forms. I mean, I'm fortunate enough to live now by the sea. Well, not want to live by a bear. I don't want to die by a bear either. And I have to say that the sea brings me joy. I love nothing more than just sitting, watching, and listening to watching the waves and listening to the sound of the sea. So there's what brings me joy in that sense. Just if I want some peace and calm. I can be watching a stormy sea, so the sea doesn't need to be calm to calm me. It's just creation, just looking out like that at such beauty. That gives me joy. But I guess possibly in the sense that you may mean, or what I think what brings me the greatest joy are my boys, my sons. I'm blessed with 4 boys. Ranging between the age of just about almost 16 up to 27. And they bring me joy. Do I have copper on me? Yes, I do. They bring me my greatest joy. You know, if I do nothing else in my life. Oh, there's an animal. Oh, I just heard the swish. I'm thinking that I was standing still, so that's not me. Yeah, if I do nothing else in my life, then having raised those 4, and yeah, I only have to. Oh, it was a deer. That's all right. I only have to just look at them, and that makes me happy and brings me joy. They are all unique human beings, and they make me happy and laugh in completely different ways. They also frustrate the bejeebers out of me in completely different ways, but that's fine. We have a rule in our family that we have to love each other, but we don't have to like each other. Very realistic. Right, so we are full now. If I don't get back before some of that meat starts to rot, we're going to be popping, which is will be a shame, because I do want to keep the meat, any bottom meat. I've got another pole, so I ended up unexpectedly. Oh, there's another one down there, but that's going to be too far. We're going to need to make health kits and bandages. Pick it up. Oh, I can't pick that up, you twizzle stick. Oh, there you go, Rennie. We haven't had a twizzle stick for a while, have we? Right, get out of here. Let's go and do some things. I need to maybe let some meat rot and some meat burn, possibly, out of this excess. I didn't see what we had in the way of nails. What did we get? 39, not brilliant. We have managed to pick up quite a bit of wood. It will soon disappear if I go and start doing some more building, though. We'll top up the fire. Or maybe wait for that to use another glow stick? No, fuel brick. Right, sounds. Wrong words. Right, how are we doing? Yeah, and I need to drink. So why don't we drink whilst we're standing near water, Annie? That's sensible. We're going to do this tree here. Yes, we can do that. Before we go in. So it would appear, yes, that I'm not getting a revenge from killing that fisherman. So, yeah, and I do now remember that actually that has been something that I can't remember if I've experienced it myself, but I do know that I have heard others say it. Right, so, what have we got? I can eat you. Oh, I'm glad I got some pearls and sinew today. I mean, that was a bonus. I wasn't expecting to get those things when I went out. So that's all good. Oh, yes. Now we are waiting for, is it 200? Yes, it's 200. So, what else can we put in for mass? Because we're not that far away. Gears. You see, one does need gears in the future, but I don't know that I need gears now. Whereas I do want to get my turbine up. And I don't really want to have to make sticks and use that wood for it, if I'm honest. So, let's have a think. I do need to eat. So, let's put you now. Put you on. You in there. And you go in there. And you go in here. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I probably should have made, if I am going to make sticks, it probably would have made more sense to have made those first. Of course. Ooh, health kits. I've got 4. No, so we're not going to worry about that, but we are going to make another bandage. Oh, and I can now do some biofuel. Excellent. we need some more ammo. Are we fully... I've just realised one of the noises... I'm just ignoring you, Squeaky Gun. One of the noises is the my headphones plugged in, charging, and I can hear the sound of the wire as it's rubbing against my jacket. So yeah, I've just realised that is one of them. What am I in here for? I am in here to do that and to go 1, 2, 3 and then 1. That's what I'm doing. I do need to be using the 9mm a bit more because we've got it here. Right. Okay, so we can't do you. So let's put you on. I wonder if I will let those both burn. Could do, couldn't I? Let's make another one of you. Okay. Because I really want to get this thing made. Now you're full, aren't you, still? So nothing's happening in there. Do we let those burn? We could go back out and see about this kelp. There's a couple of bits of kelp could take us to where we want to be. Are you still in here? Obviously not the little box that I missed, that I popped. One over there. I can't remember what I needed. I don't think I was I up to 70 yet? Because that would mean I'd need another 5. Yeah, another 5 pieces of kelp. There's a pearl. We're going to do that. Oh, see if we could get time to get back and get our wind turbine made. That would turn out to be quite a productive day. We survived the rogues, even though we started to take them on with absolutely no cover whatsoever, which, if you watched my stream, is the sort of thing that gets me killed. Oh, as does swimming help. There's some more out here, and there's another pearl. Well, we can't turn those down, guys, can we? I know I talked about a wood and a pearl day off camera. Well, you've been with me for some of this wood, but we have been chatting along the way, so hopefully some of you have stayed and listened. There you go. I'm off to work when I finish doing this. So last year, obviously I had to, through ill health, I had to stop chefing full time. And then my sort of part-time setting up of the cafe, I handed over then the running of it to somebody else, but in a situation where I'm now going to need to go back 1 day a week for the time being. Because unfortunately, our charity, like everybody else, cost of living crisis, the number of people we're supporting has increased, the overheads for the charity have increased, and our donations have increased. So unfortunately this week, as I may have mentioned, forgive me if I'm repeating myself, unfortunately we had to make all 3 staff, full-time staff, redundant, which includes my husband. So we are now jobless, but we're carrying on a voluntary basis to try to keep the charity mothballed, but to cover those costs that we have to keep going with. We are currently still running the cafe, so I need to go in and volunteer my time 1 day a week to help that happen. So how many bits? I'm not going to stop and see how much kelp I've got until I get out the water. You haven't respawned yet because I needed you on the way out. Yeah. Let's get in. Let's see where our mass is at. See whether we can do this. Let's go in through the back door. Or the inside door. Oh yeah, I did leave the meat on, didn't I? Oh. Definitely burnt now. And we can eat that. So, where are we? Yeah. You're going to be a gnat's nodger short, aren't you? Yes. Okay. Do we... Ah, oh, no, it's going to rain. What shall we do? Oh, let's just put some sticks on. There we go. And then to make the turbine, we need our... So six adhesives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. All of you. I'll just chuck these in. Oh, it's got really dark. Sorry, guys. That's enough. That was enough, wasn't it? Yes. Boop, boop. So, sorry, running around. Forgot the other things. It's scrap. Yes, 12 scrap. Go and click you. Ba-dum. Woohoo! Yeah, baby. That one. Oh, I'm pleased about that. Put our pearls away. And you away. Oh, I didn't want to put those away because I need to keep some of those out. I'm going to make something else. No, it's not in here. It's in here, you twizzle. Right. Go up on the roof. There you go. So for now, you are going here. Just behind these. What way round are we? Yay! Look at that. That does not often happen. Normally you make a wind turbine just as it's sunny. Well, we managed to get one when it's raining. Yay! Right, let's check them out. Oh, she's cold. Sorry, girl. I really shouldn't be doing this up here. Yeah, so I think we're past midnight. Rogues have moved. No one near me. Great. So, we will end it here. I hope you enjoyed the episode and my little chats along the way. If you are new to the channel, please introduce yourself in the comments and say hi. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye now.